Praise the Lord. My name is Bethel. I thank God for this noble opportunity, and I want today to be your tutor. Today I'll be teaching you basically on three things. This would be the piano rolling, the bass solo, the strings, and the bass. But I'll be doing the bass and the solo separately. Today we'll be doing the lesson in the key of D, which we are all conversant with, the key which we are using in this ministry to play our normal contemporary worship. And what I'll love to start with is understanding. Of course, you all learned about the basic scale, the normal scale, which is called the solfa notation, from the 1 to the 8, which I'll just repeat to cover it. So this will be the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, and the 1. And so I hope you are all conversant with the chords, because I'll be doing a very basic song which is part of the lessons you've been covering. And one of them is the 1, which you hold like this, which is like the 1 triad, the 1, which is the 1 triad, and the 4 triad, and back to the 1, and back to the 5th. Okay, so I'd repeat. So that's the 1 for the left and for the right. Yeah, so I'd start with the most basic thing first, which is the strings. I'll play the strings of Kama Sio Wewe. So this is the 1. Then to the 4. The 4, which is a G major, the G major triad, but the second inversion. Yeah, and then back to the 1. Then back to the 5. On the left, the 1 is a D. It's a D, an F sharp, and an A, which is the same replica on the left hand, which is a D, an F sharp, and an A. Then to the 4 is a, we still remain on the D, we are still on the second inversion of F, which is a, we start with the D, then to the G, then to the B. And also we are repeating the same on the left hand. Yeah, then back to the 1, which is the D major. Then back to the 5th, which is starting from the C sharp, then to the E, then to the A. That's basically your 7th, your second note, and your 5th note. And the right is just basically a replica of the same. Okay? Yeah, I hope you're clear up to that point. So the song just goes like this, a simple progression. Then to the 4. Then back to the 1. Then back to the 5th. Okay? Yeah, not so hard. So, kama sio wewe ningekuwa wapi mimi? Sorry for the sticky notes. So that's basically the strings. I know a lot of you are very conversant with it. I hope you understand we are just playing the inversions on the 5th and the 4th so that we avoid like the major movements within the root chords, because you're trying to imagine if you'll be playing this, you're moving from the 1, then you're playing to this, you're moving to this 4th, You see, like, there's a whole lot of hand movements which are very unnecessary, and there's a lot of like chord intervals which like make a difference, because you see, like, the one has a lower note, while the 4, if you have to move to the 4 root, you have to use this root chord. Same to the 5th, we are playing the second inversion, which is like it's the closest, the most proximal chord to the 1, instead of us playing the root, which is, that's an A chord, which is just formed by a major, which is a simple major triad, which is made up of A and C sharp and E note. Yeah, so you understand why we are playing the inversions, okay? Yeah, so that we just don't try to move a lot through the octaves, okay? So with that, I'll be done with the strings, and the next thing is the solo. I'll try to get some sound for solo here. I'll be using the grand piano for the solo. You have to understand something about the solo. The solo, you have to be well conversant with the melody line of the song and play the solfa notation comfortably, so that your hand and your muscle memory can be well conversant with the note intervals, because you come to realize we've been using the F sharp so much. You see the intervals of the F sharp notes, which are, they are not the same. If you compare the interval between the first and the third, yeah, in the D, in the D note is like they are different. So our D, then we go to E, which is our second, then to the F sharp, which is our third, up to the 4th, which is our G, to the A, which is our 5th, to the B, which is our 6th, up to the C sharp, which is our 7, then up to the D, which is our 1. We learn to the higher octave. So it is, yeah, I hope you're all conversant now with that. So for us to solo a very simple song like Kama Sio Wewe, we have to know how each note sounds, and that would take you some good time to learn to play a note, and also understanding playing a note and knowing where it is and where it is located. So right away, I won't take much of your time. I'd start playing the solo of Kama Sio Wewe, which starts from the 3rd note, which is okay, not the 3rd but the 5th, which sounds like, then to the Umejawa na Rehema. Yeah, I hope you get the melody line. It has like, let's say, like 3 main parts, where it's like the start, where we are starting with Kama Sio Wewe. Then there's the part of Umejawa na Nehema. Then there's the part which we are summoning, the next part. So the first part is Kama Sio Wewe, which starts from the 5th. I'll do it slow again so that you can get it. Then umejaa na rehema is the second part, so which we start from the 1. Then again. Then to the last part. Yeah, so that's basically it. Not so complex, but before you come up with this idea, you have to understand your scale and you have to be very fluent with it, and also practice in different scales for you to be conversant with different scales. But right now we are focusing on the D scale, which is our primary focus, since the key of -4 corresponds to the key D. So that would be all for the solo. Remember, you have to understand the scale. Right away from that, we'll go to the bass. This would be like the example of playing a bass of Kama Sia Wewe, since it's a 1-4-1-5 progression. That's basic. Everyone, I'm sure all of you are all conversant with that. So the bass goes like this. Yeah, sorry, my bass, I'm not having the sub bass right now, but I'll be using some bass, like a bass guitar, which sounds like that. So from the 1, back to the 1, then back to the 5. Okay, then back to the 1, and then I'm sure most of you are used to this move, which is like 1 5 3 4. Yeah, most of you are used to this move. Then instead of going back to the 1, we can move to the 5, which is sustaining the 1 chord on the strings before we embark to the 5, which is, yeah, okay, that's 2 3 4 6. Okay, then back to the 1. Okay, that's basically the bass. I won't play too much, because from the 1, then to the 4, then to the 5, then back to the 5, then to the 1, then to the 4, to the 5th. That's for the 5th chord now. Then to the, yeah, I'm trying to put it as basic as possible, so that we are trying to build the knowledge, since we are trying to put in consideration the most beginners who are trying to learn this. Without wasting much time, I'll get to the piano. Yeah, and I know most of you are good with rolling, and most of you understand how it goes. It's like playing an arpeggiated octave, which includes the add 9. I hope you understand your add 9, for example, or like your sus2 note, for example, on the key of D, like, so on this D you have an add 9. An add 9 is like a sus2 note. Okay, you're adding the second note. So for us to roll the piano arpeggiated upwards, most of the arpeggios are always starting from the 5th note, which is, lower the octave. So that is let me repeat again while holding the sustain pedal so that you can take note of the notes that I'm pressing. So we are starting from the A to the D to the E to the F sharp to the A to the D again to the A to the E, to the F sharp to the A to the D again to the E to the F sharp, then to the A. So it's a repetition, you see, like it's just a pattern. So for you to play an arpeggiated note, remember we are running our chords having a basis of the chords that we are playing on the strings, so they have to correlate unless there will be like a mismatch. So for the one chord, I hope you take care of the notes, and as you run them, they'll sound like this. Okay. Yeah, there's that recoil where we are when we reach out our end note, which is the A, we go back to the 1, then which is our D, then to the 5th, which is our A. So it is yeah, that's an upward run. For our reverse, rolling back, we just reverse our movement. We start from the A. Yeah, again. Yeah, take note, I've been holding the D on the left hand, but you don't have to do that. But you can do that when you are growing and you feel you are well conversant with that. Yeah, so you don't have to do that. So for the reverse, so that's for the 1. Then for the 4, you go. Yeah, well, then we are starting from the 5th of every note we are trying to roll. So we are trying to roll for the 4, which is our G. So we start from the 5th. The 5th of our G is our 1. This one. Remember we said we are adding the add 9, which is the sus2 note, which you have already covered. So we have to add on it, and we are rolling that down the octave, okay? So we are just going up the octave. So that would be so let me hold the sustain down so that you can take note of the notes that I have played. So yeah, then going back is the same. You just have to start from your 1, which is the 5th of the 4th chord, which is okay. Yeah, so that's the 4th. And then to the 5th, then we are going to the key of A, since it's our 5th and it's an A major. Remember we said we are starting from the 5th of the chord to roll, okay? So it is our A note chord is like this. Our 5th is this E chord, okay? Yeah, so from this E chord we hold it down, we ensure our E is our first note, and then we include our add 9, which is our G, which is our B, okay? Then we hold it together. Then these are the notes that we are repeating. We are arpeggiating down the octave. Up the octave. So rolling together would be again. Yeah, I'll hold down the sustain so that you can take note of the notes I've pressed. Okay, so okay, we are all good with that. And yeah, the reverse or pulling back down the octave would be the same. That would be just basically part of what you have learned. For us to have a better understanding, I would try to have a backing track of the song, Kama Sio Wewe. Then try to see how I can apply what I've been teaching you. You can still refer back to the video if you still want to get a concept. But I want to play a solo, a piano roll, and a bass, and also a string, though I have a lead strings. So I can just play like the strings with the backing track so that you can understand why I have been teaching this and how you can really apply this knowledge. So I'll start with the solo. 2, 3, we go. To the solo, so I'll go straight to the piano rolling. Okay, here we go. That would be the piano rolling. Then I'll go to the bass. and the solo. Yeah, I hope I had covered the strings earlier, and that would be all for today. Thank you for making time to attend this tutorial. I'm sure I did not introduce myself. As your tutor today, I am Bethuel Sabila. I'm happy to have been your tutor today, and I'd urge you, since you want to be a serious pianist or a keyboardist, please stay consistent with these tutorials. Be consistent and practice a lot. Remember to also pray, have some spiritual nourishment. The same way you're trying to nourish your skills, nourish your spirit too, so that it might be for the glory of God. Thank you, and this would be all for today.